Welcome to the Targus Universal Docking Station Training Series. I'm Kevin Quinn, otherwise known as The Doctor. In our first video series, we will cover Targus's universal docking stations and what is meant to be by truly universal. Targus makes a variety of docking stations. Our industry-leading and flagship Dock 190, our quad docking station, our Dock 570, even our Dock 520 and Dock 180 are truly universal docking stations. Everything from dual monitor support to quad monitor support, 2K to 4Ks, docks that are made for a travel situation and docks that'll go on your desktop. Many companies say their docking stations are universal, and they mean it, and they're right to some extent. For instance, at Dell, they'll sell you a universal docking station that works with all Dell PCs. And it may work with some other brands and some other platforms. But at Targus, when we say truly universal, they're great for hoteling and hot desking applications where somebody's coming in and needs to use the corporate infrastructure and need a universal dock. Our docking station works with all the Dell PCs, all the HP PCs, all the Lenovo PCs, even MacBooks, Android devices, Chromebooks, and even Linux PCs. At Targus, when we say truly universal docking station, we mean it, both just for the docking and for the power. Let me show you what that means for your customers. For instance, our Targus Type-C docking stations, they will develop what's called a power contract with just about any PC that will take power on Type-C, MacBooks, Android PCs, Android devices, Linux PCs, and Chromebooks. All of those in the Type-C sense work, and a lot of other docking stations do also. Where Targus is a little bit different and differentiated is we work on every Type-C we've ever seen. On the Type A connection, where you don't have a Type-C port that takes power, we also support that, and that's what makes us universal power, or universal in the power sense. There are docking stations that support it. You can use the old-fashioned legacy type barrel power, if you will, in the Targus tip system. The tips come in the box with those docking stations that'll hook up to a Dell, a Lenovo, HP, or any Targus docking station that supplies power. We have a tip for the PC that it goes with. Targus has a dock for every application. To review what we learned in this session, Targus universal docking stations are truly universal. We have universal power and universal docking.